Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing, guys? So, hey, it was good. Now, listen, bro. There was this trade that I took on EURUSD. All right, its performance has been always so good going this week. I've taken like, I don't know, 3 trades, and yeah, I've actually made up. So for this trade that I took, this buy trade here, it actually went full TP. But wait, I thought this thing was charging. What? We got no electricity. Okay. So here on EURUSD, the price has been going so cool. So it has just been going on an uptrend, and I've been trying to get or buy the continuations of the bullish momentum, and it has always been going so cool. But like, look at this trade that I took here on, I don't know when was this. I think I don't know, Wednesday or something. So there was this break of structure. Price came back to the demand zone. First up, actually this was like a manipulation. We came out to sweep this, take out the early bias, and then price later on swept the final of them, being the stop hunt. And then I took the trade here, and actually my TP was somewhere above here because one thing about me is that I always leave my buyers or profits running, and then I try to minimize the loss. So yeah, I closed this trade somewhere above here, and then just the continuation, right? So break of structure happened here, and then we never came back to this demand zone. Just when price just started moving up, obviously if I was to go in here, there was this good order block here. But looking at this, bro, you for a fact know that we have liquidity that needs to be taken out at this point, and this therefore is going to be an invalid zone to buy your trades, and that is going to be acting as our inducement, right? So that is just a bunch of pool of liquidity that is just out here, and you can see exactly how price reacted off after getting to that point. It just swept these lows, gave us another retest, and then a good push to the upside, which I took the trade. So I actually took the trade at the second retest, which was right above here. So this was the first sweep. Price went up, gave us another pullback. I was like, maybe we might be going all the way to this order block or this fair value gap, which we already filled actually. But when I started seeing price rejecting off these points, well, I saw an opportunity at this inversion fair value gap. You can tell how price traded above here, came back for the retest with this red candle, and then we started giving us this good push up. So this was like a good zone to start buying, and then your stop loss obviously is gonna be just somewhere right above here, and boom, TP was right above this high over here, and that was a good 1:3 RR. Actually my TP was above here. I don't always place my TP exactly at a swing, because I know that price definitely has to sweep the high. If it's gonna continue pushing up, well and good. If it's gonna reverse, well and good. You just need to know that price is gonna sweep above this high, and yeah, that is how you need to set your TP. So this was a good trade I took on Wednesday. Actually, it was Thursday yesterday. So yep, and then this was on Wednesday. Tuesday, but I hit TP on Wednesday. Was it? Yep, it was on Wednesday when I hit full TP. So like I was saying, EURUSD has been going super cool until today on Friday. What just happened, bro? Like, okay, let's do the analysis, right? So we went up, we never managed to break above this high. You can see how price started losing price action, and then boom, we dump. So price gave us this huge push. The selling momentum was crazy out here. So you can tell that there was this low, and then this is just like a swing, right? So you can tell that there was an order block right above here, and price was coming to that point. So most of the traders entered most of the trades right above here, trying to continue the trend by bias. But then you can tell price respected this one very well, swept this draw on liquidity right here, and then good push. But you see price never managed to take out the swing high that we have over here, bro, right, we do have this swing high that is still holding buy side here. So we want to see some sort of a break of structure here. We can tell price reverse from this point, and then it just continued pushing down. So what is the reason why price was doing this? Well, it's because there is a huge bunch of liquidity that is at this level point right here. You can tell how price has been rejecting price right from this point, right? Look at this. From this break of structure that we had before, we had a buildup of liquidity that wasn't taken out. Price later on came and then took out the liquidity, right? Gave us a good push to the upside right there. And then after the huge move right there, we never managed to break, right? Like I said before. And then right now, guess what? Look at this. We just rejected at this point again. So basically, what we have here is just a bunch of liquidity that price has to take out, right? They're like the huge, like the big institutions has to grab liquidity, right, to grab enough momentum to push price further up to break above the swing high right there. So exactly what you saw here. This is just not like a market structure shift or anything. This is just a good pullback, a regional, very institutional rejection or point of interest to reverse the market to continue the huge continuation push on EURUSD further up. At least that's what I think, right? So that's the reason why you saw this, right? So this is not a break of structure. This is a stop hunt. So I would call this a stop hunt and not a liquidity sweep. But for now, let me just, I don't have that stop hunt. I can't just call that. So yeah, assume this is a liquidity sweep, right? But it's a raid, right? So now below here, we had the order block or a demand zone that was responsible for this huge push. We call this an origin. So there was this origin which pushed price all the way to this high, right? So think of it as something like price started from this low, right, came back, pulled back, and then a huge push to this height. So price had to come back to this huge higher time frame zone. This is a 15-minute time frame. It's almost the same thing on the hourly time frame. So we need to see price push all the way up to this height, all right? And yeah, bro, so that is exactly what you see. And then when I saw this, I wasn't actually here on the market. If I was here, bro, obviously I would have gotten into this, but I wasn't here. I don't know. I don't know when this happened. Let me see the sessions. I think, yeah, it was like late today. It was like today, that's a Thursday. Today is Friday, so we just opened. Actually, this was midnight, so obviously I was asleep or doing something at midnight, bro. Come on. But yeah, a huge move to the upside, and then this is a pullback. Now look at this. I saw this, right? Obviously my bias going in here is bullish on EURUSD. I want to buy EURUSD and stacking as money positions, because what you just see, I lost a lot of money, bro. So this was a confirmation that price is going to continue pushing up. So we were reacting off a demand zone, a good pullback right above here. This is where we shifted the structure somewhere right above here, right? So this is where we saw a market structure shift. It's not that visible enough, but yeah, typically as a trader, you know exactly what I mean, right? A pullback and then a push. So when I woke up or when I opened the charts, I was seeing price was already tapping into this order block. So there was this break of structure and there was this 15-minute time frame order block. So price was already here and we were already creating these huge bullish engulfing candles. So I took this trade right above here, placed my stop loss just below the swing low and this fair value gap. But right now we see that price has stopped me out, bro. I was risking like a lot of money because I was trying to this was like an A+ setup to go for buys, but I got stopped out immediately. All right, so the reason is because it's not because the price is trying to reverse to the downside. No, it is still gonna go up, but it's just that my entry was not that good, right? Like I might be wrong with the entry model, but I can't be wrong with the trading idea, bro. So it has to go all the way up. I already made my analysis here on the 15-minute time frame, and you can tell that exactly price has to continue pushing further up, right? So we came all the way here, rejected from this order block because we wanted to see price come all the way to this demand zone. Now we have swept this zone. So basically my stop loss was a liquidity zone, so I basically just got liquidated, right? So now this right here is going to be a liquidity drop, and price has already swept this, so I can just call it a liquidity sweep. And we do also have a demand zone right here, right? We do have a demand zone, and you can tell that price just got to that point, right? So shit, yeah, there's like a demand zone, so this might be a good zone to enter the trade. And so right now, obviously, I'm still going to buy EURUSD, to be honest, bro. I'm still going to buy this trade, but I just need more confirmations right now. So if I look at the 5-minute time frame, what could be my rejection zone? We still have this order block here on the 15-minute, and price has actually respected that one. And this should be a good zone to be buying right now, bro. Like, to be honest, this is a very good zone to be buying the trade. But okay, you need to like focus so much on your entry. It has to be like a sniper entry. So if we just got stopped out here, right, we might be seeing maybe this zone being swept out or reversing from that zone. So if you need more confirmations, you might just want to see maybe a market structure shift here to strengthen your confirmations on buying EURUSD at this point. All right, yeah, bro. So if you want a more confirmation, wait for a break at this high, right? And that is gonna be your entry, just like that. So this is basically like a stop hunt, right? But you saw that, so sure bet. Let's see on the hourly time frame if there is another place that I can. No, it's good that way. So yeah, that is my entry point. Now look at this, what most of the time price does. You see this pin bar candle, most of the traders are going to be going in for this trade, but it's always like, I don't know why, but it always happens. Price always comes down to fill out this imbalance right here, right? So this pin bar candle contains a huge what do I call this, like a imbalance, right? So we have a huge imbalance that price has to fill. So it's not a surprise seeing this candle come all the way down and then sweep out these, or maybe reject from somewhere at the demand or at the discount at this point and then start reversing. It's not gonna be a surprise, right? And we also have this low, guys. Come on, that is exactly what you need to know. We also have this low that price might still come back again, sweep that low, and we also have this low. So you can exactly know where price is going to be rejecting from. All right, you can't be exactly sure, but you need to know that it's somewhere at this point. That's why I told you your entry confirmation should be, at least if we break this high, that it should be a confirmation to go along on EURUSD. Okay, exactly. So looking at DXY though, DXY has been like pushing down lately, and that is the reason why we want to see like EURUSD pump up, because the dollar has been dropping, right? So look at the structure. This is the hourly time frame on DXY. We had this supply zone after the break, but you can tell that price doesn't go all the way, and we don't want to see price go all the way up. We want to see a reversal immediately. So based on this, if we look at the structure right now, this is the breakout structure, right? I'm pretty sure you can see this. So this is like a breakout structure, and then the origin of this break was basically somewhere at this point, which price has taken out this high, because look at this, there was a bunch of liquidity that was lying above here. All right, and if you look to the left, we had this breaker, right? So we have a hourly breaker block, and price is basically like reacting off from this breaker. So looking at the after the hunt, we always want to see something like a shift, right? So if we go to the 15 minute right here, this is exactly what happened. So this was the low that was that took out the high. So we want to see like a shift here, and then that is going to be like our market structure shift. So we came back, right, fooled traders into going long, but we rejected from this point. This is like an order block now, and then price dump all the way to this demand zone, pushed up again. So basically it's almost like we're ranging, but we know for a fact that the dollar has to continue dropping. So this is like the order block, right? It was tapped in, now price has filled, and even took out this zone, so I can call this a huge supply zone right here on the DXY, right? So these can be like our supply zone. This right here is our breaker, so let me call that breaker. There we go. So I want to see like a reversal right now on DXY, and here you is it. Oh shit, for crying out loud, let me open my MT5 and be ready to stack in, dude. Although this is most of the time breaking my rules, because every time that I take a loss on a certain trade, that is it for the day, bro. So it's crazy. It's very crazy. But right now we are breaking, bro. Come on, bro. This might be a good sniper entry. Let's look at the 1 minute. Don't ever be like, I'm not gonna look at the 1 minute time frame because it's so low I can get confused. No, there's nothing like getting confused. Just get into the trade, fucking get into the trade and forget whatever you're doing, bro. So this is like a manipulation on the 1 minute time frame to like a break of structure, but come on, this is just a liquidity grab. And if you look at this, we don't have an inversion that would have helped me to like whatever, but you can tell that right now we came back, right? And then these are a push, and we are breaking above this high. Come on, this might be an entry point right now to go in, boy. 1 minute to go. Now I can't believe it actually took me out, bro. It actually took me out. Like, I don't want to say exactly how much I lost on this, but it's huge. It's a huge money, bro. Damn. Now I want to get into this. I want to see a closure of this 1 minute time frame, and I'm in on EURUSD, because look at this. The dollar is already rejecting. I want us to see gold though, but I'm not trading gold. I'm not trading gold after I lose. That's like one of my rules. I don't trade gold whenever I take a loss, alright? Because look at this. Gold has been pushing up, demand zone push, market structure shift, came back, demand zone push, break of structure. Obviously, you're not going to be expecting to see gold all come all the way back to this. It ain't going to do that, alright? So we're going to see like either, we don't know what gold actually will do. You'll never like compare DXY with what gold is doing. DXY can drop and you will see gold dropping too. So you'll be surprised, what the hell? But that is exactly how gold manipulates, and price of gold move. It's very volatile. It doesn't respect any other. Gold only stands with itself. It might be like a gold XAUUSD, like it's trading against the dollar, but you will never ever like try to compare the dollar and gold. It always moves at its own behavior, right? So that's why I want to buy. You know, most of the traders are buying here. I don't really see exactly the reason why they're buying though. Maybe at the 15-minute time frame. You see, there is this 15-minute time frame order block, but this is not how I trade. I trade at the discount level. All right, let me show you exactly what I mean. This is the high, this is the low. So I'll pull this like this. So these are 50%. So if I'm to take a trade, I take a trade just below the zone. All right. If I'm at premium, I don't do shit. I just leave it. I want to see price come all the way to the discount. That is how I trade. All right. So that's the reason why I'm not going to be taking this trade just because of this. Nah, that is just inducement, dude. Yeah. And let's look at GBPUSD though, because I'm very sure it's buying right now. Yep. Like without seeing, holy shit. And what the hell? Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. 1 minute is. Oh my god. What the fuck am I doing here, bro? I should be getting in right now. I'm already late. Like, damn. Alright. I'm going in. And I'm risking a good amount right now. So, you better not fuck me up, bro. 18, alright. I'm risking 18. Let's more. 2 positions. Okay, 3. There we go. It's now or never, boys. I'm risking 50. Alright, no. I'm risking $45 on this trade, but come on. Just placed 2 18 positions. Should I add one though? Nah, bro. That's enough. Okay, guys, I just went in here and I'm risking $45 on this trade. So 45, that's almost 50 though. But yeah, I'm gonna place my stop loss just below this low. I know exactly what price always does here, so I'm gonna place my stop loss just right about there. Okay. Oh shit. Wait. Nah, these move better be moving, bro. These move better be moving, bro. My TP is all the way. I always go for this high, which is 1:3. It's almost like exactly how I always trade. I always go for 1:3, and if you can tell right here, it's the 1:3 point is almost exactly at my liquidity zone right here. It's not a break of structure. I should be calling this a liquidity or buy side liquidity, but it's okay, bro. It's okay. I'll just leave it like that. But yeah, just know exactly the reason why I'm gonna leave it as a break of structure is because I want to see price break above this high. So that's why my TP is always above. All right. How I always roll with this is I don't place my TP exactly at the break of structure point like that. No, I know that price has to sweep above this high, and then it's gonna do its own whatever it wants to do, exactly like it did here, right? Like look at this trade I took on Thursday, I think. Yeah, if I had placed my TP right above here, you see that price went all the way, swept this high, and then it reversed. So I want to see the same thing here. I want to see either a break, continuation, or a reversal, but at least price has to sweep this swing high, and then yeah, you can choose whatever you want to do there. But yeah, I'm going long on this, and GBPUSD is also pushing up right now, but I can't take this trade because I already risked what I was supposed to risk on the day with EURUSD. Obviously at the end I'm gonna like I always do, I'll always complain to myself that what the fuck just happened. I should have at least taken a small risk on GBPUSD right here, right? I should have taken at least a small risk because I'm very sure this is gonna take out this high. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Should I take the trade, though? Nah, man. Nah, I'm taking the trade. Call me whatever you wanna call me, bro. But I'm taking this trade. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I can't be making good trades like this, and then you're like, oh my god, you are over leveraging. I'm not over leveraging. These are A+ setup. Come on. I'm just gonna less my risk at this point, so I can risk something like 25. Okay. No, more. That is not bad actually. Let's go with that. Yeah, boy. So my stop loss just below here. Okay. Now I am risking almost $70, bro. So let's see what price will do here. Yeah, these are not good. These are not a bad trade. All right, look at this. Should we do analysis of this? Is it really that compulsory? Because oh yeah, these are another trade that I took on GBPUSD. It's almost the trade that I took exactly with EURUSD. It was like it was aligning themselves. That is why GBPUSD and EURUSD are like twins. All right, it moves at the same exact price. Don't ask me how. The dollar again, another dollar, but GBP is like a pound. Euro is like the euro, right? I don't know the country though, but GBP is like the pound. Britain, so whatever shit that is. But it moves like twins. It always moves exactly at the same price. So this was like a demand zone actually. This is like huge. The whole of this. Look at this. I want you to look at this, boy. So this is like the demand zone. All right. And price tapped into this demand zone right there on GU, and then there was this high that price failed from this point. I was seeing price, I was supposed to see price tap into this, but I was in whenever price was doing this, right? It was like last week. So price, instead of breaking this, it swept this high. So I know for a fact that whenever you see this high being swept out, just know that this is going to be the target. So that's why I mark this as like a liquidity pool. And price did exactly what I was anticipating. It tapped into the liquidity pool point, and then yeah, I was just marking this a break of structure, but it ain't no break of structure. That is just a stop hunt. Whenever price did that, just a fake out move for sellers to go in. That's why I marked this as like an order block, but it's a fake order block. It's an invalid one. And then price came back for this was like a pullback, and then I took on Tuesday I took the advantage here and bought during the pullback, and boom, TP was hit. Actually, for this one, I hope, like, whenever I saw this move, like a day later on, I was regretting this move. Like, I would have, at least I should have hold, bro. Like, I would have returned my plot line. Like, come on, bro, look at this huge move. But either way, rules is rules. I always go for 1:3, bro. And yeah, I can't, like, I can't go against my rule, bro. So yeah, that's why I close this trade at this point. At Wednesday though, I never took a trade on GBPUSD because there was a trade that I took on EURUSD, so I couldn't trade twice at this point. I took this trade on EURUSD, so there, I'm pretty sure it was like almost this one. Yeah, it's pretty, yeah, look at this, it's almost the same thing, but I sacrificed this because of my reasons, and then left this one alone. But it was also a good move. Look at this, there was no point to target anyway, so EURUSD was better because I knew that price was gonna go here. EURUSD, there was no place to target. Look at this, you won't know if price was going to reverse from this point. Anyway, after that, price failed to take out the buys or the buy side at this point, and it came back and swept this zone. So this is just like a pullback to trade back upside towards this side. So at least today I have a zone to like target. All right, it's not like I would have done on Tuesday. So there is on Friday. I want to see Monday might, I don't know if price will go all the way up to this point because today is on a Friday, so we might close the trade at this point, and then Monday is gonna maybe go up continuation or whatever. But yeah, that is what I want to see. Anyways, this is the two trades that I've taken today, and I want to see a complete push right now. So that's because the XY is dropping right now as hell. Okay, on gold, nah, hell nah, I don't trades on gold. Anyway, I hope I could like stream whatever I'm doing right now, bro, and edit the video. I don't have time for that. Oh my god, I wish I could do that, but I can't because I'm too lazy and too emotional to be watching the trade. What I always do is I always enter the trade like this and I'm out, like one, I'm out. So that's the reason why I cannot stream the trade, and maybe I'll show you guys exactly what happened before or whenever I'm gonna be doing my next video reveal. Anyways, but for now I cannot stream, baby. Yeah boy. So yeah, bro, these are the trades that I took. And should I do another analysis or another thing? I don't know, but I think these should be enough or whatever. I just downloaded the image for my journaling. Yeah, so you want to make sure you journal the trades there or whatever. So that's up to you. I want to force you to do things that you ain't doing, so whatever. If you want to journal, just journal, but I always do the journaling so that I can know the mistakes that I do whenever I get into these trades, like the mistake that I did here. I should have waited for this breakup. Anyway, this is not a mistake. Come on, guys. This was a good order block to buy from. I just got manipulated here. Price ahead more of manipulation or stop hands to do before the real push, and yeah, it just happened that my stop loss was among the traders who got out. So I should be thinking that this is a good zone to be a sniper entry, baby. So yeah, bro, I'm gonna end this video for now, and then I'll come back later and do the analysis and say where price has gotten us to. Anyways, let's go. Push out. Stupid.